Hey guys, the house is empty. Nobody's here. It's really quiet. That's my Facebook. My bad. But I just thought I would take this opportunity to kind of look at the 38 gallon because I don't look at this tank a lot, or I don't record it a lot. But I mean, not much really changes in it. It's a slow grower, low tech, and the in the 20 gallon. The 20 gallon is constantly changing and growing, and I'm also constantly trying different things in it. The 20 gallon has CO2 added and fertilize it more, and it's more of a delicate balance and battle between ferts and light and algae versus plant growth. This one here, we keep the lighting kind of low. Um, it's about 220 or something right now, so this light just came on and it's a little bit low. And the way the light works on this one is it goes on, it's on for 12 hours, but it fades on. It, it has like it has a 3 hour ramp up, and then, yeah, 3 hour ramp up, so it stays a little bit low, and then it's brighter for 6 hours straight, and then it ramps down for like 3 hours. So that's 12 full hours, but it stays pretty balanced. So I don't really have to worry about it being too bright or algae. The tank's really deep, and I know I've said it before, but it is a Fluval Fresh and Plant 3.0 on it, so it is programmed on the Bluetooth app. Well, just gonna take a look at it here and see what's updated. I know it looks a little dark, but I mean it looks pretty decent to me on camera, so hopefully it looks alright to you guys. I'm gonna try not to shake a lot. It's a big tank. Okay, what I did recently, I got some rummy nose tetras and I put them in here. And these little guys are really fun. Um, I've heard that they're delicate, but they're, I don't know, they're really happy. They're fine in here. They're doing great. So, obviously, they're coming to the top. They want to eat. So, man, this tank looks huge and the fish look small to me on camera. I don't know how it looks to you guys, but you see him up there going crazy. Little blue ram, he's doing good. He's doing really good, actually. He's very pretty. I don't look at him a lot, and then when I do, I notice his fins are so long, and he's very pretty. He's real stout. And the two Siamese algae eaters are still doing great in here. The Siamese algae eaters, um, when I got those two, they were very young, and they ate a lot of algae. They really helped me out. Now they're a little bit older, and I still love them to death, but I can't really grow moss in this tank because of them. They do peck at the moss. If you can see this moss right here, I mean, see, it's all twiggy. We'll go to the moss over here. It's twiggy too. And so, like I said, Siamese algae eaters are great. They do eat all types of algae. They do eat BBA, like the black brush brown algae, like the little fur patch. They eat everything but staghorn. They're awesome, but they will peck at your mosses possibly. Some people say that means they're just really hungry and you need to feed them more, but I mean they're pretty well fed. Everything in here is well fed. In fact, this tank is I'm surprised it's so balanced. I have two hang-on backs here, and one is the Aqua Clear 50, and one is this Aqueon something. It came with it. This Aqueon is kind of basic, but I do have an Aqua Clear 50 sponge just stuffed into here, and just a little pothos plant. This one, two Aqua Clear sponges. I put a patch of Purigen in there, but it turns brown pretty quick. The driftwood and everything is done leaching tannins by now. This big giant piece of driftwood, I piled tons of rocks in front and behind it. I put the pretty lava stones. Let me turn this light off. I put the pretty lava rocks in front of it, to go with the scape for looks. But what I did was I put ugly river stones behind it to help brace it. So in the back, you can see them. So it's a little bit hard to plant back there because of the river stones. So whenever I'm, you know, plugging with the tweezers, they hit rocks. There's big rocks under there. The Rotella rotundifolias that I have, I planted some in here, and they're doing okay. The last time I had them in here, they didn't do so well, but I had tried so many, I was trying and experimenting so many things. I was really new to plants last year in this 38, so if you watch some of the older videos, or if you've seen them, if you've been viewing for a while, you'll see how ratty they got. There are a few arcuatas in there, some Ludwigia needle leaf, but they're kind of buried in there in between them. Kind of hard to see. There's one right there, little needle leaf. This plant up here is a Crinum calamostratum, if someone's going to ask, the crinkly plant. I have another red crinkly plant back here. It's hard to see. I know this isn't very bright, but this crinkly plant behind here is red, and even though it's very hard to film, I should probably turn the lights on and up for this, but these Ludwigias I collected outside, and they're doing great. I just clipped them here to keep them low. This is just, if you're wondering what this is an Eheim Skim 350. I just pulled the top off. It's just a sponge. Kind of use it as a power head. But that is a Cryptocorn retrospiralis. So a Cryptocorn retrospiralis. A spiralis is green. Retrospiralis looks like this crinum here, except it's red. This Cryptabeta costata, I have them in my other tank. I didn't think it would stay red in here, but it's actually staying red in here. That's good. This is a Cryptocorn balance, the little crinkly short one. And I have one back here. But the one back here is, I guess, I don't know if it gets less light or if it's just because it's overshadowed, but it's not as wrinkly over here. Same plant, straighter leaves. These are my Cryptocorn Winties. I have browns and a couple of reds in there, but you can't tell them apart. Maybe because my light's not heavy enough or they haven't grown enough. But the reds and browns kind of look the same. The difference between reds and browns, you can kind of tell, is this one right here, and this one is a red. Reds look slightly more metallic, where browns look slightly more not as shiny and more wrinkled. But sorry for the shake. I know some people hate that. They think feel like they're watching a GoPro. The Anubias I have on here are doing great. When I got some Hygrophila pinnata feta, I actually plugged a couple of them into here, but they just melted away, so I don't have those anymore. But I have two that are still growing. Of all the immersed Hygrophila pinnata feta, I had about 4 or 5 big twigs of it, and out of all that, in my 20-gallon in the high tech, I only have 2 nice little stems growing. But these little guys are all Cryptocorn lucens. I have a lot of them. I have one here and here. And Crypt lucens, they can be low light and stay green like these, or they can turn kind of green brown like these guys here. And I have more here. Kind of looks like a Winty brown but smaller. That's a Winty brown, and it's just not real big. This little rhizome here, an Anubias, it was just a rhizome. It's growing back super slow. But anyways, that's it. The driftwood, everything is doing great. I have some ugly sponges over there to keep plants from getting sucked in there. There is some duckweed floating around in here, but that's the 38. Next time I film it, I will have a little bit more light so that you can see it a little better, but that's about it. And that's the update on the 38.